ain't even like me last year. Now they know my face, China on the base, we be in a.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
That incredible performance was from Skylar Cole, singing our national anthem.
Feeling like it's me against the world, but I can give a fuck who my opponent is. And I came here to change it. Big my belief, now they calling me dangerous. Taking the throne and I'm gonna maintain it. I gotta go down as just one of the places.
Takes flight. Oh, down. No, clear the deck. Deck cleared.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the Charlotte Hornets going up against the Chicago Bulls at United Center. This is Kevin Harlan courtside. And given how much these teams run, Clark, the bench play could be big.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, with how much these teams like to get up and down and push it, I think it's going to be one of those windshield wiper games. So a bunch of guys could get some action tonight.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. The big men on the floor. It's Washington and Plumlee. The guard pair, Ball and Rozier. And it's Oubre in at the 3. Ball feeling it out a bit. Rebound by the Bulls. This their first chance this season playing Charlotte.
And looking back to last season, they won this season series as you'd expect.
Yeah, there's a reason they were a playoff team. I mean, they beat the teams they were supposed to. We'll see if they can do it again tonight.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
With the step back, here's Rozier, and the layup is good.
You know, inside, Rozier certainly doesn't have the height advantage, but he's quick and crafty and can find ways to the basket.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And it's Ball penetrating. Pass to Rozier. Back to Ball. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist.
Boy, Ball plays with so much confidence. You know this guy believes in what he can do, including finding ways to score it inside. For the Hornets, they have the memory of 2 straight play-in game losses hanging over their heads. That's a tough way to end any season. It should be fuel and motivation for them.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. DeRozan against Oubre. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Defensive foul.
Clark, do you think losing a play-in game 2 years in a row has a lasting effect?
Oh, I think it definitely does, Kevin. Has to leave a bad taste in your mouth. To come so close to being part of the playoffs like the Hornets have is tough to handle and swallow. But it also, on the flip side, can serve as great motivation.
Pass the ball. Washington kicks to Oubre. Washington with the screen on Williams. Oubre can't get it to go.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Rosen dishes to Levine. Off target with his 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Washington lays it up and banks it in.
And you cannot leave anybody open on Ball's team because this guy is excellent at finding his teammates.
Here's Vucevic. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Charlotte trailer. Now here's Ball. Takes it from 10. And that one goes long. Washington against Williams. Plumlee with the rebound. Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Nets. Rozier into the lane.
One of the things Rozier does best, attack, going right at guys.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Drummond's checked in for Vucevic. Green comes in for Patrick Williams. White, he's checked in for Levine. And it's Dragic in for Ball. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Plumlee. McDaniels comes in for Washington. Cody Martin, he's checked in for Oubre. And Thomas subbed in for Rozier. DeRozan for 3. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Yeah, and you know, those losses really hurt when you can't get anything going your way, everything's going against you. Very frustrating.
And after winning the 2021 Rookie of the Year, LaMelo Ball was even better this sophomore campaign. He continues to grow his game.
And that one's good. Green.
Well, White has quickly developed great floor vision. Doesn't miss the wide open man.
The kick out to Ball. Baseline try. It's good. Ball's got his second basket.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Inside, here's Richards. Good on the bucket.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
And it's White missing. Hornets leading by 3. Thomas inside. He's guarded by Dragic. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Green finds DeRozan. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just one so far.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
McDaniels passes the ball. On deep. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Outside, White. Dragic to the elbow. Back to White. From outside the arc. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Hornets lead by 3. And we'll get going after this from United Center. Some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And Charlotte looking at who they've got. They've got Washington. Rozier's out there with Cody Martin. Then there's Oubre, and it's Richards in at the center position.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Martin the pass to Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
Boy, we're going to see lots of those. Washington can really get up. Got a little main streak in him, too, which I like.
Outside, Levine. Vucevic, a screen on Oubre. Levine, it's blocked. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Richards, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Richards got the lead up to 9 now for Charlotte.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
Williams, that's good.
And Ball knows how to distribute the ball. Pun intended for sure. An impressive point guard who continues to improve and impress as a passer.
Martin against Williams. Out to the right wing. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. To the paint. Here's Vucevic. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Up next for them, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Now, you may not know this, but Gordon Hayward was a 2-time Indiana State singles champion in tennis. He says, in high school, I was better at tennis than basketball, but I've always loved hoops more. Thankfully, I was able to grow throughout high school to get to the frame I have now. He has certainly filled out in the NBA. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, he sure has. He's been a terrific player to watch and follow. The injury is significant, but he continues on. David, thanks. And with the season started up, these teams, Clark, certainly looking to hit the ground running this year.
Kevin, first impressions are important. A strong performance now in the early going can really alleviate some of the stress and bumps down the line and help your team build some positive momentum.
Alex Caruso, he's checked in for the Bulls. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Plumlee's checked in.
And, you know, very quietly, Vucevic puts up phenomenal numbers consistently. A nightly double-double threat. You know, bullies opposing defenses on the regular.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Ball against Rozier. Over to the left wing. From deep Washington. And Vucevic pulls it down.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. That 3 off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Ball finds Williams. Down low, Vucevic, and off the glass. That one's good. Vucevic has got 6 points.
Comfortable operating near the basket. Vucevic has size plus touch. That's a nice recipe for scoring in multiple ways.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Andre Drummond's checked in for Vucevic. Javonte Green comes in for Williams. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Levine. And it's Kobe White in for Lonzo Ball. Daniels, he's checked in for the Hornets. Ball comes in for Terry Rozier. Pass to Drummond. Bulls moving the ball around. They get it back. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
This is what Drummond is known for, fellas. I mean, assertive, aggressive, relentless, hard-working. He's just a dogged offensive rebounder.
Thomas against Caruso. Ball, the pass to Plumlee, and they pick up 2. And the Hornets lead by 7.
Pretty smart play that time by Ball, calling for a pick and roll to throw the defense off the scent a little bit.
DeRozan for 3. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Hornets. Plumlee dishes to Thomas. It's stolen by DeRozan. White with it. Now guarded by Plumlee. DeRozan for 3. The shot, no good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
Outside for Thomas. Over to the wing. Plumlee with a screen on White. Ball with the bucket.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Well, it's paid off with a greater rate of second chance hoops. I mean, great effort to build this lead on their part.
1 second left. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Charlotte in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Coach, a slow start for this team. What has to change as you work your way back?
Well, we didn't shoot the ball particularly well in the first quarter at all. Thank God we got to the free throw line some, which helped. But I think we could do a better job defensively. I thought we gave them too many baskets in around the rim. So we've got to do a better job shoring up the paint.
We'll see if the defense picks up, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Hello and welcome. First up, folks, let's take a moment to see how things are shaking down in the Rookie of the Year race.
Well, clearly Jaden Ivey is an exceptional athlete. Fast hands with even faster feet. Allows himself to stay all over guys on the defensive end.
And that speed shot also helps him beat defenses on the drive.
Moving on. In that first half of basketball, things are looking pretty good for the Hornets.
Listen, right now their offense reminds me of a big old great buffet with balance running smoothly, and they're serving a barbecue chicken and macaroni and cheese and cornbread and coleslaw and a diet soda.
And I'm sure you'll be looking for some dessert in the second half, big fella.
Ooh, some banana pudding would hit the spot right now. I like me some good banana pudding.
Ooh, hot apple pie for me.
Oh, yeah, I like that too. Ooh, a little peach cobbler.
Ooh, stop it.
Yeah, I like that too.
And don't forget that brownie with that ice cream and that hot fudge and that cheesecake. Oh, man.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Nice game. Great performance by Terry Rozier.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Ball and Levine are the guard set. DeRozan and Williams are the forwards. And it's Vucevic in at the center, filling out the middle. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. It's DeRozan with the drive. And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down, so you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
Boy, the elevated playmaking from DeRozan has been a revelation of late. An all-around threat who still feels underappreciated by many, and I think that drives him quite a bit.
Plumlee with a screen on Levine. Rozier finds Plumlee. The kick out to Ball. To the right side. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Washington missing. Bulls trail by 9. Williams passes the ball. Plumlee with the steal. Ball against ball. Here's Washington. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Savvy play that time on the part of Washington. Got his man in an awkward position and then drew the foul.
The Hornets shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
And I know the free throw shooting is an area they focused on improving coming into this season.
Catching up on the changes for Charlotte. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Plummer. And Martin subbed in for Kelly Oubre. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Ball against ball. Tries it from 9. Here's Martin. Chicago grabs the miss. And Vucevic kicks to Levine. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, battling inside, I like Levine's aggressive approach. Tough to match without fouling.
Osumu, he's checked in for Williams. Good on the second free throw. Charlotte leading by 8. Rozier with the ball. He's got 8, and that one drops. Richards got 10 points in the game.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And trying to extend this lead, no better way than playing north and south, getting after it.
Levine's such an outstanding scorer, athletic, strong, great confidence in taking it to the rack. He's no stranger to tough finishes.
Ball, the pass to Washington. Rozier with the ball. Out guarded by DeRozan. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of last season's top 3-point shooters. Number 5 is Lonzo Ball.
The bucket must have looked 3 feet wide to him last year. I mean, very deserving in terms of that spot among the league leaders from 3.
Chicago making a switch here. Dragic is checked in. Daniels, he's checked in for the Hornets. Here's Levine. 5 points in the game. Here's DeRozan, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Isaiah Thomas, he's checked in for Charlotte. He's got his 4th free throw of the game. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. To the inside. And that one's good. Richards. 12 points for him.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Levine kicks to Dragic. Levine with it, working on McDaniels, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
An all-star caliber talent now in the league. Levine has shown a real fire and hunger to continue to improve.
Some changes for Chicago. Andre Drummond comes in for Nikola Vucevic. And it's Javonte Green in for DeMar DeRozan. Hornets leading by 8. Thomas kicks to Washington. Banked in off the glass. Washington's got 10 points in the game.
Proving he can capitalize from this area too. Washington being assertive and looking to score. I like it.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Now here's Levine. He's guarded closely. Here's Dosunmu. That one doesn't drop. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Washington passes to Thomas. Washington with the screen on Drummond. Here's McDaniels. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Green with the ball. And it's Martin picking him up for 3. Levine traps in the tray.
They've come into the second half with a renewed focus at the offensive end. Put in a lot of work and effort into it. Let's see if they can sustain it.
And the Hornets call time here.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Kobe White, he's checked in for Chicago. Alex Caruso comes in for Dosunmu. The Hornets also with a sub. Kelly Oubre's checked in for P.J. Washington.
Crafty at cashing in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
And so Green will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. 9-point game. Caruso, the pass to Drummond. Dragic kicks to White. To the middle. And it's Green with the jam.
But nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Thomas deciding where to go with it. Over Green. Thomas, no luck. Bulls have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Here's Drummond. Stolen by Martin. Oubre outside. It's Thomas on the wing. And that one hits back iron.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for Nick Richards. Tries a 3 off the inbound. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Plumlee's got rebound number 5 here tonight. With the floater, Thomas, that's good. Thomas got his first basket.
It's amazing what Thomas can do with that rock. I mean, he's got perfect control of the dribble leading into the shot.
Caruso, no good. And so it's Charlotte ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth. The guard pair, Ball and Rozier. Jalen McDaniels is out there with Plumlee, and it's Martin in at the small forward position.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Ball, no good.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Hornets leading by 9. Now Rozier. Right wing. Ball against Ball. Ball dishes to Plumlee. And Ball with the block.
Ball's size and timing really an asset when it comes to him blocking shots.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Bean passes to Williams. Stolen by McDaniels. Martin against DeRozan. Now the pass to Ball. Rozier with the ball. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Hornets.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
You know, we've got to talk about how they've continued to force turnovers and turn those turnovers into points. They came out aggressive, and they've not let up.
Here's Ball. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Yes, that goes in.
You know, possessing outstanding height at his position, Ball excels at using that size and his body control to convert through contact.
And how exciting it must be to have LaMelo Ball, Clark, on your team.
Kevin, clearly one of the most exciting guards in the league. The anticipation was through the roof for Ball, and needless to say, I think he's lived up to it.
And he makes that one.
And after a rough first half, they're finally finding a nice groove here.
Hornets leading by 10. And here is Ball. Passes it to Rozier. Lets it go with the three. Rebounded by Vucevic. Levine against Rozier. Levine dishes to DeRozan. Williams kicks to Vucevic. Puts up a three. And Williams with the basket on the assist by Vucevic.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Plumlee with a screen on Levine. Rozier softly drops in the floater. Rozier's got 5 points in the quarter.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle with their offensive end.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. He is not pleased. He told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Charlotte calls timeout, and the Hornets making a change here. Oubre's checked in.
For the away team, Kelly Oubre Jr.
Rozier against Levine. Rozier the pass to Plumlee. Here's Oubre. Pocket 6. Pass to Rozier. Washington trying to break free. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. Here's Levine. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Now just a 5-point Hornets lead.
And you can see the confidence there, Kevin, just oozing out of him. Levine knows he can get his shot in almost any situation. And that's a big one for the team.
Here's Ball. Charlotte no good that time either.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with River.
Back to Williams. And DeRozan kicks to Levine. Inside. Another one falls for Chicago.
And, you know, you develop a level of trust with your teammates when you show the kind of concentration that Vucevic shows in these situations. He's the total package.
And Zach Levine gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Ball no good. Here's Chicago. They're on a 14-5 run here. DeRozan on the wing, covered by Oubre.
A leader in the locker room. DeRozan with a chance and a huge spot.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 2. And he is unable to get the second one.
They've got to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt.
Rozier against Levine. It counts.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Plumlee with the steal. Ball against Ball. Pass to Rozier. Tries from the block. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. And the Hornets lead by 6.
Absolutely fearless is Scary Terry. Nothing holding this guy back in the big moments.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul. Fourth team foul. Shooting for Charlotte. LaMelo Ball.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Well, I tell you, I like Ball's mental makeup for such a young guy. Plays with patience and the wisdom of a 10-year vet, and he produces in every area.
That one goes. Count it.
This is what scratches the itch for DeRozan. Moments like this, he lives for. Takes great pride in being the guy to knock down the critical shots.
And they go to the intentional foul. It's the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. On its way from DeRozan for two. Oubre pulls it in. And so the Hornets can now just hold on to the ball. Outside Ball. And so it's Charlotte with the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Mason, your game has expanded some. And what has that process been like?
You know, you just learn something new every game. You have to study your opponent and see what's going to be open. But some of the constants have to be rebounding, defense, bringing energy, and that's always going to get you a little bit.
Well, you had the whole package tonight, Mason. Thanks. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now, we present the New Balance Player of the Game, Terry Rozier.